So listen, I'm going to talk to you because I knew you before I went to prison, right?
Yeah.
And I know that you're from Russia. You're adopted, right?
Yes.
You had a kid with someone that I was very close to, someone very close to my family.
I did drugs. My
And-
kids got taken away.
And now you're out here. I want you to talk up so that people can hear you.
I am.
Tell the people what your name is.
Irina Guarneri,
Irina. And Irina, how old are you?
34.
34 years old. And you're out here where? On Lyle Avenue.
Wherever I can make some money.
Wherever you can make some money.
Taking my addiction.
What are you addicted to?
Crack and heroin.
I want to talk because when I went to prison, you weren't addicted to drugs. So I want to know, how did this start?
Actually, my ex got me into it. We were engaged and everything. He got me on the streets. He started putting me out.
Who was it? Tony?
No,
No.
T-Bone.
T-Bone?
Yeah.
So you,
If I didn't bring the money home, he
Yeah.
got my ass whipped.
that's crazy, man.
Now I'm kind of going through the same situation over here besides getting beat up.
And you grew up in the suburbs.
Yes, Webster.
You grew up in Webster.
With a great family.
Great family. You were adopted, right?
Yep, I was adopted. My mom committed suicide at the age of 8. My dad got hit by a car when I was 2 days old, buying me diapers by a drunk driver.
And then you were adopted. Where are your adopted parents now?
My adopted parents are in Colorado.
They're in Colorado.
They moved. They want nothing to do with me.
They want nothing to do with you.
Yep.
Did you ever try to go back
I
home?
do have a sister that was adopted with me.
Yeah.
And to her, I'm dead to her because of my heroin addiction.
Yeah. Heroin addiction. How dangerous is it out here?
It's dangerous. I've gotten kidnapped a week ago. I've gotten 14 teenagers jumped me a month ago. I've got raped. I've got gun pointed at me. I've got choked, you know.
When is it enough, Irene?
I know you still am dead.
Till you're dead. Do you want to stop?
I do.
You do.
I do.
So what's going to motivate you to stop?
No, just being around positive people. I'm just in the wrong place at the wrong time. We're both living together. We're not even being treated right.
You're not. Where are you living at?
Like, we're staying with somebody where he claims he's keeping an eye on us and everything. And then if we don't make enough money, we're bitches. We're no good. Keep us up. I guess nothing except feeds and drugs.
Okay. So now let me ask you this, because today's the day. I know you personally. It hurt my feelings when you walked up and you said, "Oh, I'm Irene." And when you said you were adopted and you're from Russia, I knew exactly who you were, right?
Yeah, I just took me a minute.
So today could be the day. You want to go to rehab? You want to get your life together?
I need to get my life together.
You know, I went out there and helped Jackie a couple months ago.
Jackie.
If you want to get off the street, then you have to get off the street. You're living in an environment where the dude's beating you up, telling you ain't shit.
I know he's going on my phone and fucking he's timing us. He always calls me.
All right, well, listen to me. You don't have to go back there. Today could be the day. I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to help you even more than I have for other people, which I help everybody. But I'm willing to help you because I know you personally. You hear me? I don't want you to cry. I don't want you to cry. You didn't live this life, right? You grew up with a good family.
Yeah, I used to work. I have a regular job. I used to be happy.
I remember when you were a teenager.
Scared ever since she knows. At nighttime, he brings us out here, and I'm scared every single time. There's like kids walking like that. I'm terrified at nighttime, and he always makes fun of me, calls me names, sitting with her. We don't have enough money for him. He calls us freaking...
Let me ask you this. Does he get high?
No, he sells, he feeds us drugs.
Okay. Does he beat you up?
No.
No?
He say he does, but no, I don't think he'll ever lay here. He asked that sure one time, but there's nothing physical like that.
Yeah.
But he threatens to kick us out. He threatens that if we don't pay his money, he'll pay somebody to keep us up.
So how much money do you have to give this guy every day?
It's never good enough for him.
It's never good enough.
I gave him $800 one night. I gave him $200 yesterday. It's still never good enough. He's ungrateful.
And how much money do you put in your pocket a day?
I can't. I'm not allowed to.
You're not allowed to. So he's your pimp.
He doesn't say he is. He doesn't buy us nothing. I bought us some clothes, and he said, "You brought home $30." He said, "So are you there for you? So you more worried being out there, fucking getting clothes than fucking making money?"
Yeah.
So he was more mad that I brought her clothes. We got no clothes. He doesn't buy us nothing. He goes to the store, to the gas station. Won't even offer us $1. We have to pay for our own cigarettes.
I want to ask you this, right? I want the people to know that are watching this because this interview's bothering me, all right? This is bothering me because I know you personally, all right? I knew you when you had your own car. I knew you when you worked a job. I was very close with your boyfriend who you had a child with. This is not you. I can't even believe that this is you.
I had a good life.
You did have a good life. And you know what? How old are you? 34 years old. You can still have a good life. You can walk away from this right now.
I tell her the same thing. Like, well, I'm not going to survive out here. He thinks he's protecting us. How can you protect us when you're in the car talking to other girls? He's just using us until he can replace us. That's what he says. He uses us against each other. You tell her something about me, make it seem like I'm talking shit about her, and then we're against each other. And to him, as long as we bring him money, he finds other girls, drives around and talks to other hookers because he knows when to the point we've had enough, so he'll have somebody else replace us. As long as he's making money, he don't care what happens to us.
Let me ask you this, Irene. When you were a little girl growing up in Webster, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I want to help people. I want to be a nurse or be in the nursing home. I just love helping people.
You want to help people. And today, I'm going to help you. Today, I'm telling you, if you want help, I'm going to help you. Do you want some help?
I do.
Do you want to go back to that house tonight, or do you want to leave with me and go to a rehab center?
I do want to at least get my things. I don't have much, but I need my things.
Do you have a telephone?
I do.
I'm going to give you my number. You call me. You want to get your life together, you call me.
We're going to go together.
Maybe I'll go get DJ and I'll come back there and we'll get you. We'll get you out of there. I'll go get my brother and come back. That way there's no issues.
Are you ready? I'm ready. Like, she's like a little sister to me. At first, when I met her, like, we couldn't stand each other because he made us feel like, we're talking shit about each other. But then I look at her like she's scared, like I'm scared out here. And then when I come back yesterday, I was gone for 3 hours because my phone was not working. I knocked it out from the heroin he gave me. Knocked out, gone for 3 hours, passed out in the bathroom. And he's yelling at me about it.
Let me ask you this.
No good.
Are you worried about dying out here from an overdose?
Not so much that, because I've OD'd a lot of times. I actually got paralyzed from heroin. That's why I stopped using. I'm more worried about getting raped.
Okay.
Or beaten up. There's serial killers out there.
Yeah.
A lot of
There's some things going on in this neighborhood right now. Mary got killed.
Yeah, I knew her.
They arrested the sex offender that was already in state prison.
I knew her first.
So today's the day, Irene. I want to see you clean yourself up. Today's the day. Do you think you're going to be in danger going back there to get your things?
No.
Do you think maybe you should say forget your things and start a new life? I know you. I know you used to work a job. I know you can get your life together.
Some things just mean personally to me.
Okay.
Just I'm attached to certain things.
So maybe you need to get that stuff and sneak out of there and call me and let me come pick you up and take you to a rehab.
And I want to make sure she's ready. I mean, I'm not going to force nobody to do it. You can't force somebody to do it.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I know I'm ready.
If you're ready, I'm coming to get you. I told her the same thing. I'll come get you guys tonight. I'm going to come get you off the street.
I'm not making you do it, but girl, yeah.
I want you to get your life together. I don't want you to live like this. I don't want you going to a house and some dude's telling you you're worthless and you're making $800 and giving it to him. That's not the life, Irene. I know you. I know you personally. I couldn't even believe that that's you when I pulled over. And you said, "Oh, I'm adopted. I'm from Russia." I said, "Wow." Then this is crazy.
I was talking to her. It's like, it hurts too. Every single day you have to hear you gotta go work, but you're a piece of shit. You're not good enough for nothing else but to be out here making money. And he tells us that we're not even good freaking hookers.
You came here from another country.
Yeah.
You had an opportunity here. You had a wonderful family that adopted you, that loved you, that cared about you. And I bet you if you got your life together, They would take you back home. I know they would. You understand? I know that they would. And I'm willing to help you, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you my number. You're going to call me, and I'm going to come back here and get you. You understand? I'm going to do everything I can to help you. Are you hungry? You want something to eat? You sure? Okay, listen to me. Before we close, listen to me, Irene. Irene, before we close this video, okay? You got a message for little girls that are maybe heading down the road that you were heading down? A girl from the suburbs who had a vehicle, who had a great family, lived in a beautiful home in Webster, New York, and you ended up out here on the street.
I do have a message, you know. We're out here for a reason. We all have a purpose here in life, and this is not the streets. It might seem like it's fun for a moment. You might think you have friends out here. There's no friends. People will backstab you in a heartbeat. They'll set you up. And the streets are too dangerous, and now they're getting worse and worse. So while you get a chance, like, your best bet is just to get away from it. Don't get caught up, especially with heroin.
Okay.
I'm proud of her. She stopped doing heroin. She OD'd right over there, a couple of streets down, OD'd, and everybody making fun of her. But from that day, she's pregnant, and I might be pregnant too. So it's time for both of us. So
Okay.
the streets is not a place to be at.
I'm coming back. You call me. You go get your stuff and you call me. I'm coming back to get you. I might come back with DJ. I'm going to come get you. All right? All right. Listen to me. Keep your head up, man. I appreciate you talking to me, and I'm here to help you. I promise. All right?
It happened for a reason.
You ran into me 20 years later for a reason, and you're going to get your life together.
All
right?
Pray every day to God.
Well, hang in there. I'm coming back.
You know, unfortunately, I don't have a video showing that these girls ended up, calling me, going to rehab, getting their lives together. But you can see the struggle in Irina, right? Irina really wants to get out. But sometimes that addiction just grips you. And some people that have dealt with that, you understand that. You know what it's like to have that monkey on your back where you can't get away, but there's a part of you that wants to. She never called me, but I want you to know that I reached out to her. No answer. I don't know if she's sleeping for a couple days. Maybe they'll call me back. I went out there, check and see if they're around Lyle Avenue. Nothing. But, I really hope that something changes. I hope that they can change their lives. I knew her. I knew her when she was like 15, 16 years old. She had a car. She had a good family. And sometimes, man, addiction doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter where you're from, who your parents are. Once it grabs a hold of you, it just escalates and it gets worse and worse. But I promise you this, we're going to go out here and we're going to help some people. It might happen there in the snow when it's cold and they got nowhere else to go. And maybe it's that moment. Maybe it's that one push that they need. Maybe it's that one thing that says, you know what, I don't want to be cold. I still want to get high, but I don't want to be cold. And I'd rather not get high and warm up and get my life together. And it might be that point. It might be that rehabilitation center. It might be where they say, you know what, this is it. I want to change my life. It might be the point where they look in the mirror and they're like, you know what, I'm worth more than this. And let me tell you something, people that are out there trafficking these chicks, doing this crazy shit, they will put your lights out. They will give you life, especially in the feds. There's numerous people in federal prison for trafficking chicks, man, with life sentences that are never getting out. Hope you like this one, Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Share it. Someone might need to hear it. With respect, until tomorrow, we're out.